Hello. So I wrote this code just trying to calculate efficient network. That's what I'm trying to do. Um, for example, you if we have the sources here, um, if this point are our sources, we just yeah we can change the color, and then red dots are our sources, and then trying to go to different destinations, and here destinations. So for each sources, it has importance number. So which means if this is three, which means this is three times important than this one. Uh, and then we're trying to say from here source, we're trying to go to different destinations. Okay, if yeah, this um, if that was our scenario. So the first step we do is like all this thing, this one. We're just trying to set up the environment, make sure they can read GIS database. When this done, so all this part is we just create a new management, create a new feature file, make sure it point and make sure you use the same template, same as template. So this is our same template as this input. So basically created the same source file a sort same file as the source um, feature class, and then we use this you know width um, function, loop them through all the features in that feature layer. So and then so for each feature layer, then we use a for loop here, use a range for loop here. So insert row into that new feature class. So basically, what that is we'll create a new file. Is this one, and you will find out the difference is this is 123, but then becomes 122 3 3 3, which means if the importance is 2, they will duplicate 2 times. If the importance is 3, they will duplicate 3 times. That's basically what it does. Okay. Um, then then this one, what we does is first we trying to read the table. We try to so here, there you go. We read the table, and we got the importance of all the sources. See here, this importance of sources. So we'll do that, and we'll firstly calculate the first pass, which means the out feature class. We have to select them, um, and then get. We have to select individual source because you cannot use all of them. You have to use this source, use third source, this source separately. Okay. So for example, we select one source, the first one, and then we use this first one to do the cost distance map, and then we do a cost pass for that. Okay. So we generate a cost map for this first. See this I equals 1, so the first item in that source file. And then once we done did this, and then we create a for loop, just basically do the exact same thing, but it start from the number 2, which means we do all other ones. Okay. So then so in this one we'll create a file named as main network path, and then here we'll generate for each iteration. We'll generate a file called network path string I. So if it's number 2, then it's network path 2, number 3 network path 3. So that's basically what it means. And I use append, which means append this network, if it, 2 3 4 whatever, to the main network path. So in the end, all of this new network will append it to the main network path. That's basically what I mean. and each time they will delete all the intermediate files. So after we run all this, we'll generate main network path. You will see here. So it's all the networks that connected. That's from the source to the destination. You will see here. Oops. You'll see how they you select them. You see if you wanna select them. See there's a lot of files. See here. All the options is included here. Okay, that's what that means. Then another tricky thing is this field. You want to make sure when we generate this, there's a destination ID. So this number is the exact same number as if the destination. See here, this line. Well, from source to destination, its destination have important street, so it will be here. Okay, we can check this point down here. See here, you have important street. Okay, and this one is street too. So that's basically what that means. We can check another time. See this 2, okay, and what's down here is 2. So this is really important. The reason is once we calculate this network, we will do density. So when we do density, we'll set up destination ID as the density population field, which means if destination ID is 1, they only count it once. If it's 2, they will count twice. If it's 5, it will count 5 times. So basically, this whole thing is just run the density analysis and create a buffer and cut them inside the buffer. That's basically what that means. So in the end, we'll generate something like this. We'll generate this file, and you'll see this file included. We can change the color. So tell us what are the hierarchies, okay? What the hierarchy, what the important throws, okay? That's pretty much what it is. I think it can have really high, have a lot of application cases of this. Another thing is, before we do that, we have to create, have to have like a what they call cost, not cost, cost value, like a value raster, which is this one, okay? Which means all the roads. It can be a whole service. If a whole service, they will just find out, straight line. But if you have the roads, you need to have like a raster file with all the roads, and the value of this file is the cost of this pixel, okay? And you have to include it in the beginning here. See here, when you do this, they ask you, this is the destinations. They ask you the cost distance. Actually, here, what's the cost raster? Okay, it's here. Okay, you have to tell them what's the cost raster, which means which is feature high 1. Okay, that's it. Thanks.